Hi, I'm Lizzie and welcome to my garden here at the Rose Press. I'm going to share with you some top plants to plant in shady borders. Now, first of all, you need to go and have a research. There's a blog post on my website which tells you about whether you do actually have a shady border. I think some of us think that because it gets shade for some of the day that it means we have a shady border, but that's not the case. So go and find out first of all if you have a shady border, and if you do, then these are some great plants for you to plant into your shady border. So number one is hostas. Now, everyone talks about hostas in shady borders. They're renowned for loving wet shade. So they have gorgeous, luscious green leaves and are brilliant for foliage. They do flower, but don't tell hostas that they're not that spectacular. So it's really the foliage that you're using them for. The second one is dicentra, or also known as bleeding heart. These have gorgeous little heart-shaped flowers that grow beautifully in the shade. Now, my next favourite one, which I think every garden should have, and these do also grow with a bit of sunlight as well, but it's foxgloves. And as you can imagine, when you walk in the woods and you see foxgloves where they are in nature, it's under the canopy of trees and they don't get that kind of full baking sunshine. So foxgloves are brilliant, and in this border along here, which is my shady border because the fence creates some shade throughout the day, I've got a mix of loads and loads of foxgloves in there, and it looks really, really gorgeous. So definitely get your hostas, your dicentra and your foxgloves planted. And then some other really good things for shade are things like snowdrops and bluebells. There are loads and loads of spring bulbs which really love growing in like woodlands and forests, and then, you know, therefore they don't mind a bit of shade as well. What else have we got? I've planted some hydrangeas in my border, so they're really good for structure. So a shrub like a hydrangea is brilliant for adding more of that structure, and obviously the hydrangea flowers are beautiful as well. And then I've also got some primroses. So if you're looking for things like bedding plants to add some instant colour, primroses are brilliant for that. They look, you know, as if you would draw a flower when you're at primary school. They look beautiful and are really good for instant colour. I've got some cream ones in my border, but you can go and get loads and loads of different bright coloured primroses. And then lastly, I think a lot of us panic when we have a shady garden or a shady border and we think we can't grow beautiful flowers from seed, but you absolutely can. Nicotiana is a gorgeous flower and it comes in lots of different colours. Traditionally it's white, but they've got some gorgeous like lime green colours, and I'm really hoping to get some on my website for all of you people with shady gardens for next year. I hope that was helpful and that gave you a few ideas and inspiration. There's loads more content on my blog all about shade and how to garden for shady gardens. You also want to work out if you have dry shade or wet shade, and you really need to work out, like I said at the beginning of the video, if your border actually is shady or not, because I think sometimes we think it is and it isn't. But if you've got a shady garden, don't be disheartened. It can look absolutely stunning, and I hope that those plants gave you a bit of inspiration. Thank you so much for watching.